And welcome everyone to Luntiang Aghama Natural Divine Arts Virtual Shrine. So wherever you are in the world, today we are going to have a tree celebration. And the first celebration is the super blue full moon, which is second full moon within the calendar month. And the second is we are going to honor the Anitong Sayum and Magat of the Buhid Mangyang tribe, because every full moon we used to honor our Filipino Diwata, and they are the one from each tribe, no? And Dayang Tala have suggested that probably we are going to set up a video conference again to discuss about the specific Diwata that you are about to receive. I know B. Palomina have been already had a name and have a Diwata, but this time we are going to make a schedule so that we could have a deeper understanding of who is our Diwata, no? And even Argo and Nawa already have, because they've been with us here in the Philippines last February and March, no? So let me move on. So after honoring the Anitong Magat and Anitong Sayum Ay and Magat, we are going to welcome you to our Bansagan ceremony. And before we start, I want to introduce ourselves first, especially to those who doesn't know us yet, and first time to have live interaction with us. So most of you, this is our first time, no? First time. So before I introduce myself, I want to call upon the presence of our Grand Ninang, Grand Bansagan Godmother, Dayang Tala Pinagpalang Saksi, or Tulay Araw. Jan Maramba, kindly introduce yourself.
Salamat, Apu. Hello, everyone. My name is Jan Maramba. I come from the lands of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation and then the Anishinaabe peoples, also known as Guelph, Ontario. It's just an hour away from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, on Turtle Island. I reside here with my family, and I honor them as they are upstairs nurturing themselves with their other parent, my co-parent, Kawayan and Kaleo, and my partner Alex JR, and also my familiar Uno, my little boxer puppy. My parents come from the islands known through the colonial name of the Philippines. They come from Pangasinan, from where the salt is made, and also from Iloilo or Panay Island, the islands of the Babaylan and the Aswang and the Manganghilot. And it is a great honor to be here. I've studied with Apu and Lakay virtually, excited to meet them in person, hopefully sometime soon. And, you know, calling in the naming ceremony has been a vision and a dream of mine for many, many years. And it just so happened that through this visioning and with the support of Apu, that we can do this all together, and to do it in such a sacred way where we are all calling from many places around the world. And for that, I give gratitude to all our devices that hold very sacred and powerful, strong elements of the earth. And thank you all so much for being here and being open to being witnessed in this naming ceremony. Salamat.
Thank you very much, Dayang Tala, no? And now let's move on to our one of your ninong to be, and that is Lakay Magbaya Aghama, our Deputy Chief Priest. Go ahead, Lakay.
Ayun, so I'm Lakay Magbaya Aghama. So I'm from the province of Quezon here in the Philippines. So it's more on Tagalog. So it's mother side, and then from my father's side, it's more on Ilonggo or Iloilo. Yun. So both my parents, they are into practicing the Western and then the traditional way or forms of healing and magic. Yun. And then parang nag-start ako mag-dig in sa ating traditional practices since 2003. Yun. Because I'm discovered na parang we have our own ways, our own belief. So parang we need to push it, we need to use our personal abilities and powers. So that's why we are sharing this so that you can activate also yours. Yun. And then I'm also a deputy chief priest of Luntiang Aghama and the initiator of Sibulan Adlaw Tala Mystic Oracle. So this is the baybayin form of magic. So it's more on writing and sigils. Ayan, Apo. And welcome yun, to our to our rituals.
Yan, maraming salamat Lakay and Dayang Tala. So I'm so excited everyone to welcome you, no. I think I don't want to introduce myself because I am nothing at all, no. But as a requirement so that you will gain trust on me, I will just read the introduction that I have written. So I am Reverend Rolando Gomez Comon. So that is my colonized name, no. But when we started Luntiang Aghama in 2012 as official or registered church in the Philippines, I took the name of Apo Adman. Apo is an honorary title and Adman is, it was a mistake of our landlady when I was in college that they called me as Arman because my legal name starts with letter R, and what she remember, my name starts with letter R. When I learned to write baybayin, so in baybayin, the character of letter R and letter D is the same. So when you read it, it becomes Adman. No, if you go to the Visaya area in Mindanao, no, Adman means knowledge. So I took the name of that. No, so Apo Adman is Apo knowledge, Lord of knowledge, or something like that. No, but I do not claim that I am knowledgeable. But since that is my name, I embrace it. No, so Apo is an honorary title which I take to myself. And when I became the chief priest of Luntiang Aghama Natural Divine Art Shrine of Healing, I am also the founder of the shrine, which focus on the work of self-empowerment and self-identity realization that liberates an individual from the fangs of colonization. So, since we started Luntiang Aghama, this is our work to empower people who come along with us. But we do not tie them up to us. I don't want them na parang every one of you required kayo na since magpapabinyag kayo or magpapabansag, you will be our member. We don't believe on membership, but we believe in remembering of ourselves, because all of us, every one of us is a part of our God, part of our Diwata, and we are the manifestation of that divinity. And we could not contain the divinity into a certain religion. We are free. We are free to do our things. We are our own. As individually, we believe that we are the priest and priestesses. We are the babaylan of our Diwata. So our role here in Luntiang Aghama is just to become a reminder, an alarm clock to wake you up. Hey, Sasha, hi, Samantha, Genevieve, Kim, Stephanie, Jennifer, Marifel, Argo, Paul, April, and every one of you. I could not mention all the names. You are already a divine being. The power of the Diwata is within you. Wake up, use that. Don't be enslaved by other people. Don't be enslaved by other culture. Don't be enslaved because you are in the middle of the white people. Remember, we are all part of the earth. And they have walking on the earth where we stand. And the earth is the one that gave us life. We are all equal. So, our role as Luntiang Aghama, as your pinabaylan, your servant, no, is to awaken that spirit that is within you. And the first step of doing that is through this Bansagan naming ceremony by embracing your indigenous self. Diba? Last time we have talked about being indigenous kasi we know you should be part of a certain tribe. What tribe in the Philippines do you know? No? Such as the Bisaya. What if you are not Bisaya? It doesn't mean that you are not indigenous anymore. That is a wrong concept. Every one of us has an indigenous spirit within us. Even you are in the foreign land, far away from our homeland, you are still indigenous to us because you connect yourself to the earth. and we are all indigenous to this planet. And we have to embrace that. It's not because of nationality, citizenship, race, color. We are not indigenous, but right now we are celebrating and going to celebrate our freedom. So, ayun na, ang dami kong sinabi, no? I am also the Chief Executive Officer of the and Training Director of Hilot Academy of Binabaylan, which is also the seminary of our shrine in promoting Philippine traditional indigenous spirituality and natural healing arts and science that been practiced by our Filipino indigenous ancestors. And at the same time, I want to make clear that me individually and our shrine of Luntiang Aghama has been recognized as a formal shrine of the Corellian nativist tradition of Wicca. Indeed, that we've been recognized by Wiccan religion as an independent church in the Philippines that promotes nativism. No, so we accept that honor that's been given to us. No, although Wicca is a Western religion, some of its tools we've been utilized it in order to dig deeper on our culture, especially here in learning our indigenous practices, indigenous God. Diba? We don't have Bible kasi. We don't have Bible. So we don't have any records except for the records or the written manuals written by Spaniards, our colonizer itself. And when we look at them, they call it demon. Even us as Babaylan, we became the aswang. No, we became the aswang. So we use the tool or techniques or skills that been taught in Wicca to connect with our deity directly, not using any other materials. And at the same time, recently, in the past month, I was ordained or I was promoted into the position as our order head of an international organization which is called the Order of Peace Weaver. So that is my role. So now I have tell myself that I will give everyone, especially the 8 people, sorry for everyone. So we just have only limited time. Now it's your turn. We have 8 candidates of our Bansagan Talatanda naming ceremony. And on my list, we have Stephanie Casino, Kim Pega, Genevieve Nilas, Samantha Casino, Sasha Heron, Jennifer Benetis, Argo Teo Harris, and Nawasay Biko. So let us start with Stephanie. Kindly have a short message, and tell me who are you and why you choose to have a Bansagan ceremony with us. So let us start with Stephanie. Asan na siya?
Thanks for having us, and hi everybody. It's so nice to share this with all of you. I would say that I really wanted to go through this naming ceremony to kind of initiate my journey into a relationship with my guides and getting to a better understanding of the fact that there are guides with me, and I'd like to just feel comfortable with that and get to know it better. Build a relationship with my guides. So that's why I'm here today.
Thank you very much, Stephanie. And now let's move on to Kim.
Hi, everyone. I'm feeling really grateful to be here tonight with you all. And I felt really called to join this ceremony tonight as a way to celebrate the decolonization work that I've been doing over the last few years, and to really continue to embody that work. And also because I am apprenticing with Spirit and our beloved Jen Maramba, and it really felt aligned for me to be participating in this ceremony. So thank you so much for witnessing me today, and I'm excited to witness you all as well.
And thank you very much, Kim. And now let's move on to Genevieve. Genevieve?
Hi, everyone. I'm Genevieve. I'm in Vancouver, BC right now. And I feel that this opportunity has come to me very organically, and I'm super excited to share it with my family, my cousins, my sisters. And yeah, I'm just very grateful to be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Now let's move to Samantha Casino.
Yes. Hi, Abu. Hi, everybody. Thank you for everyone for being here and being a witness. It's my honor to witness the others who are going through the ceremony tonight as well. I am called, again, like Genevieve and my sister Stephanie, and my cousin April, who I consider a sister to me as well. I feel we are on a journey as a family together. And so it is a deep honor to be going through this with my family members today. And I think it's a matter of getting back in tune with who we actually are as a family, as a unit, as women, and as Indigenous people to the Philippines. So thank you.
Wow, thank you very much. That's a beautiful message. And let's call on Sasha. Sasha?
Yes, hello everyone. Oh, it's so good to see your faces. And hello, Mom, and my aunties are here, and my husband's here. Yes, thank you so much. It's so wonderful to be here. I'm an ancestral healing practitioner and a death doula, and my mother's people who come from Iloilo were the people who got me into ritual work. those ancient grandmothers who were like, we want you. And so I feel connected to some of the Diwatas, and I'm so curious about who is coming in for me today. And yeah, I'm so honored. I'm so grateful. This is something that I feel so hungry for in my life, is to connect with my grandmothers and to feel really known and held in that community. So,
actually, as a peek, as a sneak peek, I will tell, your spirit guide are very talkative like you. No, they have a lot of stories.
I know.
when I deal with them, and most of pero later we have to work it out, kasi the energy is very high. But anyway, thank you very much, Sasha and Papa. Next is Jennifer. Jennifer, yeah. Jennifer Benitez.
Yes, hi everyone.
Thank you, Sasha. Pala.
Yeah, thank you, Sasha. I am Jennifer Garibay Villaruz Benitez, and I am the granddaughter of Asterio Cleotilde, and on my paternal side, Simporiano and Leonida. I come from healers and educators on my paternal side. My great-great-grandfather was an albalario, and my grandmother did mahahilot. And so ever since I was little, I was always so curious. My father enlisted in the Navy when he was 18, and so I was in a very colonized household and didn't really understand the magic and all of the amazing practices that my grandmother was doing. So when I was connected with the right people and I started getting into decolonial work, I came full circle with ancestral work and ancestral honoring. And so it definitely feels aligned to be here. I stumbled upon Abu Adman's page, and I don't know, it led me into this portal of this naming ceremony. So I felt like it was just something that was in alignment and part of the work that I'm doing at this moment. So thank you. It's an honor to be here.
Ayan, thank you very much. And now let's move on to Argo Theo Harris.
Hello, everyone. It's so lovely to be in circle with you and to meet so many of you across the waters, this big, beautiful earth. My name is Argo James Ruado Theo Harris. My maternal line hails from the Philippines, from Sibuyan Island in the Visayas. My Lola, Horondia Rodas Ruado, was a abulario, and so yeah, in this journey and path of connecting back to my roots and our ancestry and honoring the gifts that run through our bloodlines, yeah, this is the perfect space to be meeting so many others that are on similar journeys. Yeah, and yeah, that largely is what brings me here today. I'm curious to see what other Diwatas are wanting to connect whilst I embark on this journey. Yeah, thank you.
And I'm so happy that the Diwata have spoken already, and wait for your turn later. No, it's so very amazing. Oh no, later. I will tell later because the Diwata, no. When I'm doing this attunement, it's just like I'm in front of the circle and they will come and they will talk, no, magchichismisan, magmamarites kami in everything that you are doing. So later you will know. So now let's call forth, ito rin, isa ring madaldal, nawa, Saibiko. Go sis!
Oh, Apu calling me out. Hey everyone, I'm Nawa Cibico, Gonzalez Cibico. I grew up in Cebu, so my dad's family are from Cebu. My mom's family are from Bacolod. And I was able to trace back, 11 generations back, obviously, from there, but it was nice to, find that many ancestors. Both sides of my family are farmers, so very connected to the land and to plants. So I feel, and my Diwata obviously is also connected to plants. So I've been communing with her again lately. She's very powerful, and sometimes I'm like, okay, I'll stop giving offerings because it's like too much. But I've started again the last few days because of the full moon. I'm here to reconnect with her again.
Yeah, it's nice to know. Thank you very much, Nawa. And later, I think we have to ask Jen and we have to ask Lakay, no? What will be an advice in terms of working with the Diwata? Indeed, it will be too much power and overwhelming that probably we could not support, no? But anyway, thank you very much, and later on we are going to discuss that. So now everyone have spoken the words from their heart and mind. Let the ritual begin.
I invite the initiates now to get a glass of their drinking water and to hold it with both of your hands in front of your chest. And you're welcome to face your altars if you wish, or towards our circle here. And please take a deep breath as you look at your own reflection over the glass of water. Know that water is a bridge that brings to our consciousness the other part of our reality that we are not aware of. Notice your image that you can see as a reflection of your own self over the face of the water. It is your own personal light that you radiate that creates your own reflection over the face of the water. Acknowledge that reflection of yourself being your birth name. You may speak to your own reflection by stating your legal birth name. And through the name that you bear, acknowledge the light that it radiates from the time you received it at birth up to the present time. That light was the work and accomplishment that you have done throughout the years. That light was the one that other people see and know you. How do people see you? Does your light radiate brightly unto them and they see you, or do they see you as a dim light? Is that the kind of light that you want others to see you? What is your true color? Does it come out throughout the years? If not, perhaps dimming of your own light comes because the light you try to emit is not yours, but comes from others. Your light was painted with the colors that are not yours, that your own true color doesn't shine up naturally. Remove that mask that hinders your own light to shine up. Thank them now for all the good things that it has brought up to you, as well as the bad. Declare that you have to radiate your own light, your own true color. Now, pray over the glass of water. By the power of the element of water, fellow creature of the divine, we ask you to cleanse us from our uncleanliness. Flush out the dirt of our being that hinders our light to shine brightly. Remove the mask that has been placed on our being that hides our true color. Cast away all unwanted energies that dwell within us and that do not serve us anymore. This is our will with aiming no harm to anyone and in full gratitude to the divine. It is done. Mayari na pagasatin.
Drink the water on the glass you are holding. As you drink, imagine that it flushes out all the dirt and the mask that has been put on you, that hinders you to shine up your own light. Then we pray. By the great power that creates us, we thank you, water, for the wonderful work you have done for us. We recognize all the mysteries you have revealed in us and acknowledge it to be part of our life. We thank you for the cleansing us and unmasking our own true self, that we may be able to radiate our own light, our own true colors. We are clean, we are pure, we are new. This is our will as we create and manifest this in our life, and in full gratitude of the divine, we accept and receive it. And it is so, mayari na pagasatin.
Now, you are all cleansed. The mask of falsehood has been removed into your being. It is time now to radiate your own light, to make your own color shine brighter. Let us light up our candles and invoke the sacred flame to make our own light brighter. Eternal flame, light from above, we call upon you to enter here to your sacred shrine. Eternal flame, light from our ancestors, your blessings and guidance are needed now in our life. Eternal flame, light from above, your brilliance and radiance may shine on us always, now and forevermore. As we light this candle to illuminate our path, we call upon the spirit of Sayum Ay and Magat, the great ancestors of the Buhid Mangyan tribe in Mindoro, Philippines, the divine couple who walked once in the surface of our planet, that gave names to all creatures that exist and seen and unseen. You are divine parents of the Buhid Mangyan tribe, have given us the Surat Buhid, which is a writing system uniquely indigenous to the Buhid tribe. And at this moment, beyond the boundaries of time and space. And now, as we gathered here to witness and celebrate the naming of the 8 individuals to receive their decolonized identities as they are being redeemed and reclaimed by the Diwata who stood for them from the Council of the Diwata. Now to everyone, are you now ready to receive your names? A response?
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yes.
And thank you very much for that. No? So let us start to present to Stephanie. Stephanie, are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, Stephanie, ready na. So let me just share our slide here. This one is for Stephanie. So Stephanie, now I'm gonna work out. Hindi ko kayo makikita, pero makikita nyo ko. So this is your legal name, no? So we write your legal name as Stephanie Noel Nilas Casino. But if we are going to make baybayin, we have to syllabize it. So the syllabication will be ES plus T Pani Noel Nilas Casino. And if you write it in baybayin, it will be look like this. So now the work will start now, no? So we invoke the Diwatang Kilobansa, purify and to cleanse Stephanie, and we found out this element, no? So in the name Stephanie Noel Nilas Casino, you have 6 elements of fire, 2 elements of water, 3 elements of air, and 4 elements of earth. So as we see, all the elements are present in your name. But fire is exceeding dominant that overpowered the elements of water, that it becomes weak. As fire dominates all other elements, it shows your characteristic of being a source of light, no, and giver of warmth and comfort to others. There is a tendency that you have liking or putting things in in order and perseverance. In order perseverance. Your water element also asks attention to your personality, that you must give time to yourself. Organs affected are liver, spleen, pancreas, kidney, bladder, and skin. As I can see on you, it indeed, because you are calling attention to many people, and people are looking towards you. No, you have this great wisdom, knowledge, that you could comfort them with your ideas, with your intelligence. And the earth says that you want to give comfort to everyone by giving them shelter and home. And like the earth, your hand could create abundance and prosperity. But the thing is, your water element is calling you, because you have many time to other people, but you lack time in doing to yourself. So this is what Kilubansa is asking you to deal with, to take care of yourself. Now, as we dig deeper and invoke, if you could see, I make the name Stephanie Noel Nilias Casino. I have this magic square like word puzzle, word crossword puzzle. No, you could look at it and see what familiar words that you could recognize. But the name Stephanie, it is derived from the Greek name Stephanos or Stephanas, which means crown. Indeed, you are a crown. A crown is usually a circular ornamental headdress worn by a monarch as a symbol of authority. Therefore, Stephanie is a personification of this authority that comes from the great power, which is our Creator. Within the name of Stephanie, we can see the name Pan, which means all or one, and also the name Ani, which means grace. Thus are Diwata and Anito, so Stephanie as grace from one divine power bestowed to mankind. So you are a living grace, no? You are a living grace that walk on earth, and you are sharing the grace of God, of the divine, to the people who needs it. So we stand in front of the council of the Diwata and pray. And the Diwata of the Balnon, Bicolandia tribe stood up, and the Diwatang Gugurang redeemed and reclaimed Stephanie and gave her your new name. Are you ready to receive your new name?
Yes, I am.
And now, so this is the name that Diwatang Gugurang have blessed you, and you will be now known as God Una Dangal, for being the crown glory of the great Creator that bestow grace to mankind. So thank you very much.
Wow, thank you. I love it.
Yeah. So Dayang Tala, kindly facilitate the oath taking.
Now that you have your sacred name, Stephanie, that has been revealed as it has been brought to you by the Diwata who redeemed you, and as a gesture of acceptance, I invite you to take this oath as your own covenant in walking back to the path of our race.
May I call now the presence of Stephanie and repeat after me. I, your name,
Stephanie Noel.
Go, Nilas Casino.
Stephanie Nilas Casino.
Is now known as
Gat
Una Dangal.
Gat Una Dangal.
I am a child of Diwatang Gugurang. Do remember myself as part of Luntiang Aghama.
Aghama.
I am a vessel of secret knowledge. Mysteries and wonders. My powers are knowledge and wisdom. That I will carefully keep. And will serve it only. To the greater benefit of all. Through it, I can lean on. In times of need. Even in times of great sorrow.
even in times of great sorrow.
Knowledge and wisdom
Knowledge and
will
wisdom
comfort me and give me great joy.
will comfort me and give me great joy.
Power will strengthen when wisdom grows,
Power will strengthen when wisdom grows,
and ignorance is the result for the negligent.
and ignorance is the result of negligence.
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama,
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama,
we must spend more value into it,
we must spend more value into it,
because the manifestation of our desires and wishes,
because the manifestation of our desires and wishes,
so as the blessings of power,
so as the blessings of power,
will we truly receive.
we will truly receive.
The blessed circle is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
The blessed circle is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
This is why my life is blessed,
This is why my life is blessed,
because I am Luntiang Aghama.
because I am Luntiang Aghama. Thank you.
Yan. Congratulations, Stephanie. And now we are going to call Kim Pega. Yan. Kim Pega, nandito ka na, no? Yeah, you are here. So this is your name. Ready? So Kim, don't be surprised because I write your entire legal name on this. So your name is Kimberly Ami Pasha Pega. And when we write it is Kimberly, like what I've said a while ago. So this is how it looks on Baybayin. And we call upon Kilubansa to bless your name. So here is the name of Kimberly Ami Pasha Pega. You also have this too much fire. Fire element is 5. You have 0 water, 4 air, and 2 earth. So excessive fire and missing water makes skin to continues to burning and light up as air fuels fire to flame up. 4 of air tells Kimberly to be highly intellectual and imaginative. And it is nice that whatever she thinks, she acts. Other people are intimidated in your brightness. That makes you emotional life to be missing, especially in terms of romantic relationship. Although, I don't know if you focus more on relationship or having a romantic affair. It's your choice. But what matters, because of 0 water, it means you are lacking time for yourself, of taking time for yourself. Although you need to contemplate more about life. Although, as I can see, whatever you want, you achieve, no? You have this strong determination in achieving the plans or the idea that comes up in your mind. And this is why people likes you, because you are very determined in reaching up the success in your life. And through you could extend the fire, no? It's like a candle flame that if you put this paper on the candle, it will get burned, no? You easily get burned everything up. It means it's not on a negative way, but it means you can have put energy. It's like that you share Red Bull on everyone so that they have high energy. So you are the energy and happiness of everyone, no? And despite of that, no, there are so many loneliness in your heart. There are regrets that we have to care of, no? We have to deal with. And sometimes neglecting that will parang it will pile up and will become some illness. So with that, be careful with your organs, as I feel there is something on your chest area, on your lungs area, difficulty to breathe, no? Although you are talkative, you have these great ideas, your voice, but whatever negativity, you just keep it up to yourself, no? And the earth part is also calling you na I think the earth, no, because the earth pertains to home, it pertains to creation or building. You have to save up for the future and create your own world and not just give yourself to other people. No, so this is the most mistake of spiritual leader. They are being crucified. No, they are being crucified because of too much love to the people, and people will have envy towards you, that they will tell some negative things about you. So be careful about that. And we stand to the counsel of the ancestor, and like what I will see, whatever you see on your name, there is a crossword puzzle, but the name Kimberly, as attuned to the name of Kimberly, I see two names. The first is Kim, and the other is Berlin. The Kimberly is traditional English name, which means from wood of royal forest. As I searched out for the meaning of Kim in Korea, it means golden, precious, and rare. And you are precious and rare, no? While the Berlin, which is a Germanic name, which means river or lake or borderline, there is also a lichen spirit influence to the name of Kimberly, which is a wolf energy that represents power, loyalty, and guardianship, teamwork, and wildness. As wolf medicine spirit is usually invoked for assistance in creating emotional bond. So those are the names that came up in the name Kimberly, no? Whereas we pray to the council of the Diwata, and the Diwata of the Tibuli tribe stood up, and it was the Diwatang Kadaula Sambat. Kadaula Sambat represents the sun, no? And redeemed you and reclaimed you, Kimberly, and gave you a new name as Gat Subang Suga. It means for rising the light of mankind that will not live in darkness. So, Gat Subang Suga. Dayang Tala.
May I now call on you, Kim, to repeat after me? I, and you may say your full name.
I, Kimberly Amy Pashapega,
is now known as Gat Subang Suga.
Is now known as Gat Subang Suga.
I'm a child of Diwatang Kadao,
Diwatang Kitao,
Lasambad.
Lasambad.
Do remember myself as part of Luntiang Aghama.
As part of Luntiang Aghama.
I am a vessel of secret knowledge.
I am a vessel of secret knowledge.
Mysteries and wonders.
Mysteries and wonders.
My powers are knowledge and wisdom.
My powers are knowledge and wisdom.
That I will carefully keep.
That I will carefully keep.
And will serve it only to the greater benefit of all.
And will serve it only to the greater benefit of all.
Through it, I can lean on in times of need.
Through it, I can lean on in times of need.
Even in times of great sorrow.
Even in times of great sorrow.
Knowledge and wisdom.
Knowledge and wisdom.
Will comfort me and give me great joy.
Will comfort me and give me great joy.
Power will strengthen when wisdom grows.
Power will strengthen when wisdom grows.
And ignorance is the result for the negligent.
And ignorance is the result for the negligent.
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama.
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama.
We must spend more value into it.
We must spend more value into it.
Because the manifestation of our desires and wishes.
Because the manifestation of our desires and wishes.
So as the blessings of power.
So as the blessings of power.
We will truly receive.
We will truly receive.
The blessed circle is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
The blessed circle is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
This is why my life is blessed.
This is why my life is blessed.
Because I am Luntiang Aghama.
Because I am Luntiang Aghama.
Salamat, Kim.
Salamat.
Yeah, thank you very much and congratulations. Now, let us call on to Genevieve, and I will share your PDF. And yeah, Genevieve, are you ready to know what is your new name and who is your Diwata? Yeah. So let us move. So Genevieve, this is your name. Genevieve Joy Laguardia Nilas, your legal birth name that is seen in your birth certificate. And if we are going to write it in Baybayin, we have to syllabize it. You can see there are so many cross, many colonization. So we have to decolonize that. And in decolonizing, we use baybayin, no? So in Kilubansa, we start with Kilubansa. We always start with Kilubansa because Kilubansa is the first Filipino deity that I've been working with. And through him, he revealed the technique, no? Dayang knows how to do Kilubansa as well, no? And Genevieve Joy Laguardia Nilas was this, no? So it's quite amazing. It's opposite, but you have 5 elements of fire, 1 element of water, 4 elements of air, and 7 elements of earth, no? So all 4 elements are present within your name. Though there is excessiveness on earth element and lacking from water element, earth element signifies grounding, structure, and foundation. I sense too much work and responsibilities you do for family and buildings and home. In building home, you are also a light being which can manifest the things what you think, but you lack the time for yourself and building up relationship. So I just want to add up, no, because there is too much earth. Probably you might feel na parang in terms of finances, in terms of blessing, or in terms of success, you feel na parang it is slowly coming, no? If you want it now, you have to wait for a long time. Actually, I don't want to blame the earth, no, because working with the earth element, it requires more time, no. It is a heavy element, but if we allow earth to do its part, it means the creative work of earth is beautiful and wonderful, such as when you plant a seed. If you have a seed and bury it underground, let the earth surprise you. So it means the earth element teaches us to have trust on the process. Let us not make it faster, quicker, because the faster it creates, the more faster it could be destroyed. But if we allow earth to do its work, it will be long-lasting. So the earth is preparing for you a long-lasting joy, no? So as the fire, that is you already. You give illumination to the people, and also you are inspiring. But most of you, as I see, no, you are a spiritual light worker already, and most of the time, the yung self-care is needed, no? So this is the voice of the ancestor to take care of yourself. So when we move deeper, no, you also have this crossword puzzle, and all of this material will be given to you on your email. So the name of Genevieve is one name, but within that name I saw 2 names, and that is Jean, which means well-born and noble, and the name Viv, which means full of life. Thus Genevieve means well-born, noble, full of life. And the Diwata and the Nito remind us of life being action, movement, and growth. So this is what you bring. And since I mentioned about life, no, I know you are still on the process of evolution, not evolving from monkey into human being. No, I'm just kidding. But you are transforming from worm into butterfly. Just kidding, no? Just making you laugh. But this is the spirit, no? Because sometimes if we talk about evolution, people will think about so from human into being a Diwata, no? So now I stand before the council of the Diwata and pray. And as we pray to the council of the Diwata of the Tibuli tribe, the Diwata Bulang Mulagaw, which is the Diwata of the moon, reclaim you. Oh, wait, who are you? But wait. Sorry. But your name, no, is, sorry, hindi ko na-edit yung Kimberly, but this is for Genevieve, no? So, the name of the Diwata gave you is Gat Halangdon Kinabuhi, which is the nobility that values life. So, you are Gat Halangdon Kinabuhi, no? This is for Genevieve. So, congratulations, and may we call on Kai, facilitate the outtaking.
Okay. So may I call now the presence of Genevieve and
Yes.
repeat after me. I
I,
Full name
Genevieve Joy Nilas,
is now known as Gat Halangdon Kinabuhi.
Gat Halangdon
Kinabuhi.
Kinabuhi.
I'm a child of
I'm a child of
Diwatang Bulan,
Diwatang Bulan,
Lamuguaw.
Damugoang.
Do remember myself
Do you remember myself
as part of Luntiang Aghama.
as part of Luntiang Aghama?
I am a vessel of secret knowledge,
I am a vessel of secret knowledge,
mysteries, and wonders.
mysteries, and wonders.
My powers are knowledge and wisdom
My powers are knowledge and wisdom
that I will carefully keep
that I will carefully keep
and will serve it only
and will serve it only
to the greater benefit of all.
to the
Greater
greater
benefit
benefit.
of all. Through it,
Through it,
I can lean on
I can lean on
in times of need,
in times of need,
even in times of great sorrow.
even in times of great sorrow.
Knowledge and wisdom
Knowledge and wisdom
will comfort me
will comfort me
and give me great joy.
and give me great joy.
Power will strengthen
Power will strengthen
when wisdom grows,
when wisdom grows,
and ignorance
and ignorance
is the result for the negligent.
is the result for the negligent.
In the devotion of
In the devotion of
Luntiang Aghama,
Luntiang Aghama,
we must spend more value into it
we must spend more value into it
because the manifestation of our desires and wishes,
because the manifestation of our desires and wishes,
so as the blessings of power,
so as the blessings of power
will we truly receive.
will be truly received.
The blessed circle
The blessed circle
is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
This is why my life is blessed,
This is why my life is blessed,
because I am Luntiang Aghama.
because I am Luntiang Aghama.
Hey, congratulations, congratulations, and let us call on now to who's next, no? To Samantha Grace Nila Casino, no? Samantha, are you ready? And
I am ready.
yeah, there you go. And let us pull up your PDF file. So Samantha, this is your name. Talatanda, reclaiming our indigenous name. So Samantha Grace Nilas Casino. So this is your legal birth name and the syllabus name in Filipino and the Baybayin in Doctrina Christiana font. So as we initially pray to Kilubansa, we have seen this, that you have 5 air element, 3 fire element, 1 water, and 6 earth. So excessive earth element and insufficient water. Earth element signifies life and growth. But as life passed by into your experience, it seems to be dry as it lacks water. You are enjoying life as it seems as you experience it, but there are complaints in some aspect of your life that seems you are just making it to comply to the expectation of other people. You are a person full of ideas and inspiration, which you also have the ability to manifest, and the people likes you for that tendency to be reliant on your work and actions as you live your life. Samantha, I don't want to cry, but as I am reading this, I feel, I don't know, no? I feel that you are just complying to the people. You just want to make people happy, but you could not find your own happiness. I don't know. I don't know why I am feeling this right now. But the Spirit says to stand up, to rise up above, to be empowered, and not only to be overpowered by other people. You have a great potential. Your power of earth wants to create something for you. Although you are blessing other people with your creativity, with your knowledge, with your wisdom, and with the light that you have in your life. Don't allow people to abuse you, to mistreat you, because you are a representation of the Diwata here on earth. And because of that, I pray Council of the Ancestors and give you this name. Samantha is of Aramaic origin, which means listen well. Though it also has an Hebrew meaning which tells about God hears, and the Greek, it means flower. But as we attune to the name Samantha, it has a sound of pantas, of being wise. It also have a word tasa, which is not a cup, no? Although in English, the Tagalog of tasa is, or the Tagalog word tasa means cup, a teacup, but it also means sharpener, no? So the name may also have a sound samantala, or for a meanwhile, as its meaning. So now we come to the Council of Diwata and pray. The Diwata of the Bagobo tribe stood up, and the Diwatang Manama redeemed and reclaimed you, Samantha Grace, and gave you as your new name as God Asampantas, which means admirable, wise person, which mankind and the divine would listen to. So your word has power, and congratulations for being God Asampantas. Now, Dayang Ta, would you like to facilitate the oath-taking?
May I call you now forward, Samantha, to repeat after me? I, and you could say your full name.
I, Samantha Grace Nilias Casino,
Is now known as Gat Asam Pantas.
is now known as Gat Asam Pantas.
I'm a child of Diwatang Manama.
I'm a child of Diwatang Manama.
Do remember myself as a part of Luntiang Aghama.
Do remember myself as a part of Luntiang Aghama.
I am a vessel of secret knowledge, mysteries, and wonders.
I am a vessel of secret knowledge, mysteries, and wonders.
My powers are knowledge and wisdom.
My powers are knowledge and wisdom.
That I will carefully keep.
That I will carefully keep.
And will serve it only to the greater benefit of all.
And will serve it only to the greater benefit of all.
Through it, I can lean on in times of need.
Through it, I can lean on in times of need.
Even in times of great sorrow.
Even in times of great sorrow.
Knowledge and wisdom.
Knowledge and wisdom.
Will comfort me and give me great joy.
Will comfort me and give me great joy.
Power will strengthen when wisdom grows.
Power will strengthen when wisdom grows.
And ignorance is the result for the negligent.
And ignorance is the result for the negligent.
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama,
in the devotion of Luntiang Aghama,
we must spend more value into it.
We must spend more value into it.
Because the manifestation of our desires and wishes,
because the manifestation of our desires and wishes,
so as the blessings of power will we truly receive.
So as the blessings of power will we truly receive.
The blessed circle is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
The blessed circle is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
This is why my life is blessed.
This is why my life is blessed.
Because I am Luntiang Aghama.
Because I am Luntiang Aghama.
Congratulations, Sam.
Thank you.
Ayan, thank you very much, no? So, for the meantime, because Nawa is going to have a work already, so I will just skip for a while, and with your permission, I will just go ahead to give the name of Nawa. So, let me just share Nawa. Saibiko, are you here? Nawa, Nawa, Nawa? Nawala na si Nawa talaga. Ay, ayun.
I'm here, Apo.
Oh, you are still here. No, okay. So I'll give you first your name. Then after Nawa will be Sasha Heron. So Nawa, for you, this is your name, no? Nawa Amanda Nawa Gonzalez Pico. Sorry for taking the whole name exposed. So you know how to write in Baybayin. So we use the Doctrina Christiana font. But as we pray to Kilubansa, this is your name. 2 elements of fire, 2 elements of water, 7 elements of air. And you're not hyperventilated by that time, no? Because too many air. And 4 element of 4 element of earth. So from your birth name, the element of air is dominant, which has 4 elements. And we add Nawa that make it 7. Fire and water are balanced to each other, and the earth element has its own spirit. As Nawa, you became a source of inspiration to many people, a problem solver due to your intelligence you possess. Your voice has power to create and influence as other people listen to, and you listen to the people as they cry. So I see your power to be like that, no? Because of that, it's appropriate for you to become the head of of your company, and you know you have too many ideas, no? So Amanda Nawa Gonzalez Ibico is the crossword puzzle, but the name Amanda Nawa, Amanda is a Latin name which means worthy of love, whereas Nawa is a Filipino term that means may it happen. Whereas in the name Amanda, there is a powerful sound word as mandate, which commands power. So as the word anda, which means money, so give us money, and power that originates from the word kadatungan or kadatuan. Whereas the name Aman, which is shortened for the name Armand, which means warrior. Thus your name, as we invoke, no, actually the Diwata Kilaunia still stood up for you in the council, and Kilaunia is the Diwatang Mangkukulam and herbalist, and Kilaunia being the sister of Diwatang del Tise and daughters of the Filipino god of magic, Diwatang Halmista. Thus your name as Gat Neya Kilao sa Kalasangan, which means Gat Neya Kilao being the guardian of the forest, which you deservedly belong. So with that, I want you to repeat after me. I,
Amanda
Nawa
Gonzalez Ibico,
now known as Gat Neya Kilao sa Kalasangan.
Gat Neya Kilao sa Kalasangan.
Indeed, no? I'm a child of Diwatang.
I am a child of Diwatang
Kilaunia. Diwatang Mangkukulam and herbalist.
Diwatang Mangkukulam and herbalist.
Do reaffirm myself as part of Luntiang Aghama. I am a vessel of secret knowledge, mysteries and wonders. My powers are knowledge and wisdom that I will carefully keep and will serve it only to the greater benefit of all. Through it, I can lean on in times of need, even in times of great sorrow. Knowledge and wisdom will comfort me and give me great joy.
and give me great joy.
Power will strengthen
Power will strengthen
when wisdom grows,
when wisdom grows,
and ignorance is the result
and ignorance is the result
for the negligent.
for the negligent.
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama,
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama,
we must spend more value into it
we must spend more value into it
because the manifestation
because the manifestation
of our desires and wishes,
of our desires and wishes,
so as the blessing of power,
so is the blessing of power,
will we truly receive.
will we truly receive.
The blessed circle
The blessed circle
is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
This is why my life is blessed,
This is why my life is blessed,
because I am a Luntiang Aghama.
because I am a Luntiang Aghama.
And that's great. Congratulations. And let us call on with Sasha. So are you ready to receive your name? And your name is, actually, I write the entire name, no? Although I read. So it's so long, no? So haba, no? So Rachel Kimberly Sasha Heron Ibanez Sekinger. And if you write it, no, it seems if you are on the preschool, you will complain to your mom, why mommy that I have so longer name? But anyway, this is your name, Rachel Kimberly Sasha Heron Ibanez Sekinger. And if you write it in Baybayin, you could see the Baybayin on down, no? And when we pray to Kilubansa, this is it, no? So you will be surprised with your name. So you have 3 elements of air, 11 elements of fire, too much fire, you're burning too much, huh? And 1 element of water. My God, you need to deal with, I need to deal with you, no? And 9 elements of earth. So too much fire and earth within your name. Actually, it's quite balanced because sometimes earth could extinguish the fire, but there is also a tendency that this element of fire and earth will turn into a molten lava. So it will just make fire bigger. It turn into a blaze. The air element within your name balance everything in your life. But you need to have more time for yourself, as you are still human in the flesh that has personal needs. Your name as Sasha Heron, actually, Sasha Heron saves you by giving you 1 element of water, but need more time, no? You need more water. At least I thank Sasha Heron, your spirit name, for giving you the element of water. But at least, I know you want to help people. You are very spiritual and you are a light worker. You spend more time with people, but don't overtire yourself. Remember, we are still on the flesh. We are still here on earth. And as a mundane people, we have to balance our spirituality and mundane life, no? So, as I pray to the ancestor, and this is what we said about your name, Rachel, it is a Hebrew name which means purity. You are very pure. And within your name, we will find the name of Ra, the Egyptian god, or the king of deities, the father of all creation. He is worshipping a sun bringer of light to the world. So in your name, syllabized name, we could see the word ray, which means also to the ray of the sun, and it also means in Spanish as king. Though you choose the name Shasha, which is a Russian name that means defending mankind, which is still related to the name of Rachel. So when I learned about your name and when this name has been revealed to you, I feel so tired, no? Parang, you know, I could create monument for you and say, "Oh, Sasha, please save us," something like that, no? But actually you are being called because of that name. So now we pray to the council of the Diwata, and the Diwata of the Palawan tribe stood up, and the Diwatang Ampu nagsalad, which is the great weaver. No, nagsalad means weaving, and Ampu is like Apu or means elder. No, so Diwatang Ampu nagsalad redeemed and reclaimed Shasha Heron and gave you a new name as Gat Puno Magtanggol, which means ruler and defender of life to mankind. So with that, may I call on Lakay to facilitate the outtaking?
May I call now the presence of Sasha and repeat after me. I state your full name.
I, Rachel Kimberly Sasha Heron Ibanez Sechinger,
Is now known as
am now known as
Gat Puno Magtanggol.
Gat Puno Magtanggol.
I'm a child of
I'm a child of
Diwatang Ampu,
Diwatang
Ampu,
Angpo,
Nagsalad,
Lagsalat,
Nagsalad,
Lagsalat.
to remember myself
To remember myself
as part of Luntiang Aghama.
as part of Luntiang Aghama.
I am a vessel of secret knowledge,
I am a vessel of sacred knowledge,
mysteries, and wonders.
mysteries and wonders.
My powers are knowledge and wisdom
My powers are knowledge and wisdom
that I will carefully keep
that I will carefully keep
and will serve it only
and will serve it only
to the greater benefit of all.
to the greater benefit of all.
Through it, I can lean on
Through it, I can lean on
in times of need,
in times of need,
even in times of great sorrow.
even in times of great sorrow.
Knowledge and wisdom
Knowledge and wisdom
will comfort me and give me great joy.
will comfort me and give me great joy.
Power will strengthen
Power will strengthen
when wisdom grows,
when wisdom grows,
and ignorance is the result of
and ignorance is the result of
the negligence.
the negligence.
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama,
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama,
we must spend more value into it
we must spend more value into it
because the manifestation of our desires and wishes
because the manifestation of our desires and wishes,
so as the blessings of power
so as the blessings of power
will we truly receive.
will we truly receive.
The blessed circle is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
The blessed circle is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
This is why my life is blessed,
This is why my life is blessed,
because I am Luntiang Aghama.
because I am Luntiang Aghama.
Okay.
There you go. Good.
Magpaya.
Congratulations. No?
Thank you.
Congratulations. Thank you very much for witnessing this special moment to everyone. Now let us call for Jennifer Caribay Villaruz Benitez. So, Jennifer, are you here? And where are you, Jennifer? Where are you? Oh, there you go. Yeah. So, Jennifer, this is your Bansagan Talatanda. Let me just pull it up. Here you go. It's so wonderful, still sunny in Southern California. But anyway, so Jennifer, this is your full name, Jennifer Garibay Villaruz Benitez, and we syllabize it and we have the Baybayin font, or written in Baybayin. And as we pray to Kilubansa, Jennifer has 3 elements of air, 7 elements of fire, 1 element of water, and 6 elements of earth. So earth and fire works together in terms of work and action, and that is good. And the earth also pertains to planting seeds, planting seeds, no, to secure growth and foundation, advice on self-care. Although your name, no, the spirit is telling me, encouraging me, or telling me about you na you are an earth keeper. You are an earth keeper. You are a protector. No, you are working like as a warrior. But like other people that we have given their names, you lack water in your name. You lack this element that is important, that is vital for us to keep moving on, because our body has blood on it, and the blood that works, it allows us to have this balance on earth. It allows the gravitational pull to make us stand. And indeed that you are working the work of a warrior, defending the people in your community. You are giving inspiration to many people, but you have to take care of yourself. Although the air at least holds you intact, no, trying to supply everything what is needed, and your body is very magical. Your life is very magical because the air supplies everything as much as possible and support your work as an earth steward. And we continue to pray to the Diwata, to the Council of the Diwata, and like others, no, we have your names, crossword puzzle. We call it Askamia. So it says Jennifer is a Welsh Arthurian name, meaning the fair one. There is a vibration in your name that sounds as a shepherd, which is a tender or flock. So as in bringing up color that may attract prosperity and stability. So within that, we could find many duties and responsibility. No, so there is also the herd, the pie. It always connect with dealing with the people, of protecting the people as a shepherd. No, so when we call upon the Council of the Diwata of the Cuyunon Agutaynon tribe stood up, and the Diwata sa Kagubatan redeemed and reclaimed Jennifer and gave her a new name. So I want to talk before I reveal your name. Although you could see the Baybayin, if you could read the Baybayin, you will know the full name. But the Diwata of the Kagubatan, it tells us, it is very important to me because she was the first Diwata when we started this program of honoring the Diwata, or the Diwatahan study. She is the first Diwata that been revealed to us. Now, she tells that everything started from the forest. Before peopling this world, this country, it started with the forest. And all life comes from the forest. That's why it is important for you, as I feel that you are aligned to the work of protecting the environment, protecting the people, stopping or something like that. No, you are doing great. No, so that's why Diwata sa Kagubatan gave you the name as Gat Kawan Pastol, which means shepherd of the flock. So I hope that your name will bless you, remind you of your work given to you by the Diwata sa Kagubatan. Now, let us call upon Tayang Tala, kindly facilitate the oath taking.
I call you now, Jan, to repeat after me. Say I and speak your full name.
I, Jennifer Garibay Villaruz Benitez,
Is now known as Gat Kawan Pastol.
is known as Gat
Kawan Pastol.
Kawan Pasto.
I'm a child of
Diwata
Diwata sa Kag Kagubatan.
Kagubatan.
Do remember myself as a part of Luntiang Aghama.
Do remember myself as part of Luntiang Aghama.
I am a vessel of secret knowledge, mysteries, and wonders.
I'm a vessel of knowledge, secrets, and wonders.
My powers are knowledge and wisdom.
My powers are knowledge and wisdom.
That I will carefully keep.
That I will carefully keep.
And will serve it only to the greater benefit of all.
And will only serve it to the greater benefit of all.
Through it, I can lean on in times of need.
Through it, I can lean on in times of need.
Even in times of great sorrow.
Even in times of great sorrow.
Knowledge and wisdom.
Knowledge and wisdom.
Will comfort me and give me great joy.
Will comfort me and give me great joy.
Power will strengthen when wisdom grows.
Power will strengthen when wisdom grows.
And ignorance is the result for the negligent.
And ignorance is the result for the negligent.
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama,
in the devotion of Luntiang Aghama,
we must spend more value into it.
We must spend more value into it.
Because the manifestation of our desires and wishes,
because the manifestation of our desires and wishes,
so as the blessings of power,
so as the blessings of power,
will we truly receive.
Will we truly receive.
The blessed circle is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
The blessed circle is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
This is why my life is blessed.
This is why my life is blessed.
Because I am Luntiang Aghama.
Because I am Luntiang Aghama.
Congratulations, salamat.
Congratulations at mabuhay. Yay! Jennifer, welcome, welcome. So now let us call on, who are we going to call? Ghostbuster. Argo, are you still here? Argo, where are you? There you go, Argo.
I'm still here, Apu.
Yes, and yeah, and I like it that you are still here. So, are you ready? Are you ready to receive your new name? Actually, Chismosa, may marites, no? There is, yeah. I love to present your name to you, no? Although you already have gotten it. So here it comes. So Argo, this is your name. Argo James Ruado Tio Harris. So you know how to do baybayin, and this is how we do it. Now we syllabize our name before we write the baybayin characters, no? And then when we pray to Klubansa, Argo James Ruado Tio Harris has 3 elements of fire, 4 elements of water, 3 elements of air, and 6 elements of earth. So you have dominant earth element, balance air and fire, though your air spread the fire and the water supports the earth. That brings abundance. Earth elements may slow you down, but like seed that been buried underground, it creates wonderful creation, no? It's wonderful life. So if you are like what I've known, no? We have talked about now, there are many envy, jealous that is been throwing to you, but it doesn't matter. You are earth. You cannot hurt the mountain unless you have tractor, no? We have to protect the mountains. Don't let the modern technology cut off the mountains, but you are strong like a mountain, and it supports you, and it could give life to you. So as the fire, your knowledge, your intelligence, your imagination, it really gives inspiration to other people. It is balanced with the air on how you talk, no? It's nice that you have 4 water. It continually feed the earth to make life grow. As it grows plants and seed. It will also support the air to have fresh air. You just continue that, and the Diwata is always with you. So as we continue to pray to the Diwata, the name Argo is an Italian variation of the Greek name agro, which means field. The field pertains to the land, and the land to earth. Your name resonates to our Kilubansa analysis, which shows that you have dominant earth element. As an earth, you are a vessel of life form connected to you, whether the 2-leg, 4-leg, 8-leg, and even more, and even the creatures who creep through their stomach. So with that, still, the Diwatang del Pise claimed you in front of the Council of the Diwata and reaffirm you as God Tisidel Sayuta, or a steward of the land and all its creature, seen and unseen. So, as we know, that Diwatang del Pise is a goddess of Mambabarang, and so that's why all the creatures will follow you. So now I will facilitate your oath taking. Okay, repeat after me. I state your name, Argo James Ruado Theo Harris.
I, Argo James Ruado Theo Harris,
is now known as
Gat
Tisidel Sayuta.
Gat Tisidel Sayuta.
I'm a child of the Diwatang del Tise.
I'm a child of the Diwatang del Tise.
Daughter of Halmista.
Daughter of Halmista.
And sister to Kilaunia.
And sister to Kilaunia.
Which are known to be deities.
Which are known to be deities.
Of Filipino magic.
Of Filipino magic.
Do reaffirm myself.
To reaffirm myself.
As part of Luntiang Aghama.
As part of Luntiang Aghama.
I am a vessel of secret knowledge.
I am a vessel of secret knowledge.
Mysteries and wonders.
Mysteries and wonders.
My powers are knowledge and wisdom.
My powers are knowledge and wisdom.
That I will carefully keep.
That I will carefully keep.
And will serve only.
And will serve only.
To the greater benefit of all.
To the greater benefit of all.
Through it.
Through it.
I can lean on in times of need.
I can lean on in times of need.
Even in times of great sorrow.
Even in times of great sorrow.
Knowledge and wisdom.
Knowledge and wisdom.
Will comfort me and give me great joy.
Will comfort me and give me great joy.
Power will strengthen.
Power will strengthen.
When wisdom grows.
When wisdom grows.
And ignorance is the result for the negligent.
And ignorance is the result of the negligence.
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama.
In the devotion of Luntiang Aghama.
We must spend more value into it.
We must spend more value into it.
Because the manifestation of our desire and wishes.
Because the manifestation of our desires and wishes.
So as the blessing of power.
So as the blessing of power.
Will we truly receive.
Will we truly receive.
The blessed circle.
The blessed circle.
Is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
Is the home of Luntiang Aghama.
This is why my life is blessed.
This is why my life is blessed.
Because I am a Luntiang Aghama.
Because I am a Luntiang Aghama.
And congratulations. Thank you very much. And so we move on to our last part of the ritual. So I'm so glad that everyone already have been blessed. So now, let us seal the oath that we have taken. Kayang tala.
And through that oath that you have now just made, we call upon the Diwata to seal the oath that you have made with a blessing. And so I invite you all to be in prayer.
Glory and honor to the great power that creates us and the whole universe.
Through our holy ancestors, we call upon you, O great supreme divine spirit, Lord of the upper world, Lord of the underworld, Lord of the middle world.
You who is the king of the north, who holds the power of earth. You who is the king of the west, who holds the power of air. You who is the king of the south, who holds the power of fire. And you who is the king of the west, who holds the power of water. Hear our call.
O great Lord of life and death, you who is the king of our souls, we call upon you.
King of the Diwata, King of the Encanto, King of the Anito, and King of all souls.
You who are almighty and have revealed yourselves into many names, we call upon you.
O Apo Malyari of the Sambal tribe, we call upon you.
O Gugurang of the Ibalnon, Bicolanja tribe, we call upon you.
O Bulan Lamagyaw at Kadao Lasambad, the divine parents of the Taboli tribe, we call upon you.
O Kaptan of the Kabisayan tribe, we call upon you.
O Anlaban of the Isneg tribe, we call upon you.
O Manama of the Bobobo tribe, we call upon you.
O Taganlang of the Mansakat tribe, we call upon you.
O Makapatag Malaon of the Waray-Waray tribe, we call upon you.
O Batala of the Patagalugan tribe, we call upon you.
O Ampu Nagsalat of the Palawan tribe, we call upon you.
O Diwata sa Kagubatan of the Kuyunon, Agutainen tribe, we call upon you.
O great and mighty Diwata, who are the manifestation of the great supreme divine spirits, through your names you have redeemed the souls of our kin and siblings named as Stephanie, Kim, Genevieve, Samantha, Sasha, Jennifer, Argo, and Nawa.
And have established their new names to be known as the mark of the redemption from the pit of fires brought by the colonization. Now, having marked their names in their soul as Stephanie Noel Nilas Casino, as Gat Unatangal by the Diwatang Gugurang, Kimberly Ami Pasha Pega, as Gat Subang Suga of Kadao Lasambad, Genevieve Joy Laguardia Nilas, as Gat Halangdon Kinabuhi of the Diwatang Bulan Lamugao, Samantha Grace Nilas Casino, as Gat Asam Pantas by the Diwatang Anama, Rachel Kimberly Sasha Heron Ibanez Sekinger, as Gat Pulo Magtanggol of Diwatang Ampo Nagsalat, Jennifer Garibay Villaruz Benitez as Gat Kawan Pastol by the Diwata Kagubatan, Argo James Ruado Tio Harris as Gat Tisidel Sayuta by the Diwatang Del Tise, and Amanda Nawa Gonzales Leibico as Gat Nia Kilaw sa Kalasangan by the Diwata Kilaw Nia.
May you seal in their names the blessings of the councils of the Diwata, that living their life in their new names will bring them abundance, happiness, prosperity, and peace. May their new names will also serve as a key to your blessings, that whenever they call upon the Diwata, their prayers will be answered, no matter how impossible their requests are. As all things starts in the spirit realms, so all of our prayers will be addressed to you.
May you always honor our names, and we also honor your names for the rest of our life. Mayari na, agasatin.
May all the people who are here right now who witness this naming ceremony also be blessed. May all the inhabitants of Mother Earth enjoy the blessings of love. May all the people around the world be blessed with peace. And this is our will, with aiming no harm to anyone and in full gratitude to the divine as we create and manifest this in our life. We accept and receive this, and it is so, so mote be. Mayari na?
Mayari na.
Asatin.
Magbayo.